Clash of Clans podcast, OG, episode 86. And welcome back to the podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Scotty827, joined live in studio by Sleyd, now of House of L. Since the last
Yes.
time you were here, right? Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, last time I was with Reloaded, and it was just getting a little too slow for myself and Corn. And I'd seen how active you guys were, just as far as promoting like in WL and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like,
something
I need
moving.
I need a little more activity in the chat and just a little bit more just competitiveness across the board. And that's when I shot you a DM and it's like, hey, can I come on over? And so,
Hell yeah.
and I'd actually been in House of L earlier, as we
Yeah.
talked about last time. And then I kind of like, there was a time when House of L just kind of like fizzled out a little bit. And then so I went to Reloaded because that was kind of
Yeah.
busy. Kind of jumped around to, even at one point I was in Relaxed. I don't think I've ever been in House of L2 though, for more than just like maybe like a war or something like that,
I think I
but
spent a lot of time there for at one point over in L2. So coming over to L now, well, and first of all, let me say this. So it's been awesome having you. Um and awesome it awesome having you come in as a co-leader and helping with the leadership and all that stuff. And uh it's been it's been awesome ever since. So
Oh, thanks.
glad to
Yeah.
have you
Yeah.
part of the team. I've been wanting to touch base since, so this was like after you came over. And
Yeah.
so we recorded a while ago. And so I was thinking like this was like in December. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of Sleyd and see if he wants to record, or maybe this was the end of November, early December. And things started popping up, and then I cross paths with this person or this person. And it was, I think, right after just January, and I think you were getting a little bit frustrated, maybe with like the update, and
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just about to say, "Hey, can you do it?" And you said, I think I was even like on my way to ask, and I saw a message from you that said you were going to be out for the next 5 days or something like that, or like over a weekend, or you were on the road or something. And
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I'll wait just a little bit. But because I think at that time, I kind of felt a lot like you were feeling. And so I kind of
Oh,
wanted to touch
I was,
base about all
yeah. Like I wanted to pull my hair out, really.
that.
Like it just, Legends League was just becoming so frustrating, and I know they wanted to like strengthen it, but they definitely made it like too hard, for it's like the average player like myself. I'm sure the pros and all that stuff, but
But wasn't
I
this
would imagine.
before that? Was this just post 18, or was this, I don't know. I guess maybe I thought it was like right before. I thought it was a little bit earlier. Maybe that was still wrapped up into it. Um,
Oh no, it wasn't so much the 18. It was really the ranked stuff, which really drove me bananas, And then I'm happy they made the changes because I feel at least a little bit better about it.
yeah.
But even too, like, like I was saying, like I travel so much, so sometimes it's really difficult for me to get the 8 raids in. Plus, if we have wars going on, so that's either like another raid for clan war leagues or 2 for regular wars, so it could be 10, and then of course I don't want to pass up any revenge revenge attacks, so
Do you go through and do
that
them
could be.
all?
What's that?
Do you go through and do them all? Like your
Oh yeah, yeah.
revenges?
Yep, I do. Yeah. I don't, just makes me happy. So
I never even think to do
just
that. I suppose.
so it could be anywhere from like 12 attacks, and like if you got a super busy schedule, and I know you can basically attack as much as you want, but still you got stuff to do,
Yeah.
so it just makes it tough. And I know even too, like Corn's getting frustrated by it. Like I think the system for like the lower leagues. I kind of forget what's right below us,
Electro
Legends,
drag.
but yeah, Electric Drag. Like, I think it's like you get 30 raids, but you get the whole week to do it. So I think
Yeah, you guys were talking about
if they
that
could do that
today.
something for Legends, if they could do that something for Legends, like maybe it's a little bit more, maybe it's 35, but like at least you have the whole week to do it. So if you're going to be busy on the weekends, or you have like 2 days where you're not going to be on your phone or your iPad, you can get as much stuff done as possible. But yeah, I think that would be a good
Yeah,
change if they were going to change anything with it. So
I think they were talking about. I heard something about this, or that it was actually being discussed, like it was coming through. Like with reducing the attacks, or maybe they were just considering it.
I
And
thought so too. I thought I'd seen something about it, that they were talking about it or thinking about it.
yeah, and then when you guys were talking about it, I started to imagine it, and I like to pace mine out a little bit, like do a couple here, do a couple there, and
Yeah, yeah.
um, but I know what you mean. When you get busy, it's just like it's kind of crazy. But oh, I would it'd bum me out a little bit for them to go down to 6. Uh, I would rather them do like you're saying, like the 30, uh, whatever, like throughout the week. If they
Yeah.
were, or whatever it is, change it up so that you still have that amount of attack, but you could
Yeah,
do
so
it.
yeah, you can, however they want to base it, like
Did,
even if they did 8 and then just did it like as a 6 day, like having the 7th day off, whatever, I don't know, something like that. But like, 48 attacks or 45, whatever number they came up with. But at least you had the whole week to do it, and it wasn't like you had to get 8 per day. And
yeah,
like even too for myself, I like to do space out my raids, and like if I have a really bad one, like I just will log off and just like take a break,
yeah.
and then come back an hour
It's
later
like,
or something, or
no, you should
clear
raid
clear
chill.
my head so I don't throw my phone or my iPad.
Yeah.
So I just, it's like, why am I playing this damn game?
Oh,
But
are you familiar with Legends? Or not Legends? Oh God. Okay. Are you familiar with uh Worlds? Like,
no,
have you
no, yeah. I mean,
participated in
I've
it?
I've I've maybe watched one back in the day, but I haven't really kept up on it too much.
Okay. I just wondering because as you're talking about that, and I was thinking like, and I kind of lost my train of thought because I was like, how was it that how was it that they were scoring in that? Because I think in that one, I think in Worlds, if I remember correctly, you don't actually have to complete all of your attacks to
Oh,
win. I think you progress, or it was something different, like a different type of. It wasn't like the leaderboard, um, like the regular
so like,
legends or anything like that. It
yeah,
was like
yeah,
one of
yeah.
those things where where I remember them saying, well, it would benefit some teams to just not even attack anymore once certain things are done. Um,
Oh,
so I, so I was curious if you curious as if you were familiar with it because I thought maybe that is a way to do it so that if you were, let's say you had 40 attacks for the week,
yeah,
but you only used 30 of them because you didn't want to risk the last 10 or something. And
right.
so you could, maybe you had to have a minimum of 20, and then over that would increase or decrease your percentage up to that point. I don't know, just so that it was like, so that it would give you that a little bit of flexibility because I think like
Yeah.
as we were talking, like you have busier seasons and less busier times of the year. And I
Hmm.
think a lot of people do that too, but also don't want to risk dropping, especially these days. A little rough.
Yeah, so I guess it would be kind of like the league stuff too, because like the Electro Dragon League, because right, you have 35 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
30 raids, right? And it is kind of a leaderboard, but you're like, as long as you get enough to where you're not getting demoted. So if you have a busy time, like you can get past that demoted thing and still stay within Legends League, if you're having that.
Yeah.
Because like I ended up having to buy some passes when I was super busy, in January. Like I think like 2 different or 3 different days. 3 days. I bought a 1 day, and then the next week I bought a 2 day, and just to
Yeah.
try to make sure that because like there again too, like in Legends, like I finally
Brutal.
found a base that's been holding up okay, but then there are some bases I put up that just smashed, right? And so if
Yeah.
you're like if you're low tide in your attacks, and you're trying to make up ground on that, it's
It's
just tough to stay over the threshold and then even try to make any gains,
s- especially
with
at
the
this
trophy
time of the
count.
season too. Like
Yeah,
right at
yeah,
the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
Uh
Because everybody's trying to push to get higher trophy counts and this and that,
well, when do you switch out
and
your
that just
base? Like do you wait like do you wait one
I'll,
day?
I'll s- yeah, one day, like if I have a good base that's holding up, like right now, the base that I have has been getting, on average, like 3 1 stars. So I've had that base up now for 2 or 3 days. But I've found that most of the time after the fourth or fifth day, if I have a decent base like that, it starts to get picked apart. But then I've had some bases that like I'll throw up and I get it. I wake up in the morning and there's already like four 3 stars against it. I'm like, okay, let's axe that base.
Yeah.
So um
Well, and then I was doing that, and then I would switch out and come back to it a couple days later, and then it would do well again. And
yeah.
so I've found, especially now, I guess in the last couple Legend seasons, I've done better about not screwing up at the end so much. Still doing it, but just not so much. Um, but just not switching out my base until unless there's like 2 full days of it, because one day
Oh, okay.
I'll
Yeah.
get hit really hard and I'll think this base is worthless. The next day I'll come back and I might just it'll hold up better. Like it maybe I just pushed into a different thing and then I'll like change up the CC, but it's so hard to
Oh, okay.
risk like at the
Yeah.
end switching it out and then finding one that just gets completely smashed out.
Yeah, I probably should be a little bit more patient, but I'm like, I look
No.
at him like, I'm like, no.
Do you go f
You know what? And I really, I probably should change out the CC, like test it a little bit more with changing out the CC. Because I think right now, because of the throwers, I'm running like, what do I have in there? I think I have like 2 witches. What do I have in there?
Tyler told me a
Um,
baby drag, which seems to
yeah,
work.
baby drag and baby drag. What do I have in there? Let me see
I
what I
put a
have in there.
headhunter in because I saw somebody using it. Tyler had
Yeah,
6 headhunters in his CC for
nice.
war. It's like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Let's see what I have in there. Yes, I have an ice golem. I do. I actually have an ice golem. I have a witch, 2 headhunters, a super minion,
Okay.
and then I have 4 archers. And I feel like it's been doing pretty good. I have something similar that I run for our wars, and then also too with the war leagues as well. And it seems like it sometimes it does okay, but it's like got to kind of figure out too. Like, so it's always one of the things like what are people using the
Yeah.
most, and that kind of thing as well. So it's kind of tough,
It's
but
really a crapshoot, I think.
it is. It is like, yeah,
'Cause it's like
better chance of winning in Vegas than you do.
yeah, depends on who attacks your base, from what angle, and what
Yep.
army they're using, and what spells. It's,
Yep.
almost well, it's impossible for me to plan. I just rely on the genius of other people for sure.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I'll follow the trends. Follow the
Are you looking
follow the
around
ones that are doing good.
you're looking around online, like, finding, like, servers or for bases
Oh, for
or
bases and stuff? Yep, exactly. Yeah, I probably got about 4 or 5 different ones that I choose from.
okay.
I know man bases, he's usually posting up some pretty good ones. There's also 2 ones, I forget it's called Alpha something, and then there's also 2, the SCS guys. Like, there's about 4 or 5 different ones. And then they
Yeah.
post them up for free. They post them up for free. I mean, obviously they have paid subscriptions and stuff as well with it all, but I've always found really good bases on there that have held up pretty decently. Like and every once in a while I'll find a gem that has done really well. But there again, like after like 3 or 4 days, it seems like it kind of fizzles out
Yeah,
for
like
whatever
people
reason.
catch on to it or something,
Yeah,
or
like they're probably seeing it more and more in attacks and figuring it out type of thing. So that's kind of like
I just did
where
a
I think trying to refresh it because yeah, like once you start to see like even too for myself, I start to see bases,
yeah,
the same, you start to figure it out. There's still a couple that I haven't figured out.
yeah.
And I've been so busy, so I haven't been able to really,
Do you ever get in there and
throw
go, "I
throw
know I figured this out the other day, but now I can't remember how I hit it." That's been my
well, yeah,
deal.
like there's always that thing too. Like I was like, what did I do last time?
Yeah, I
Like,
know this worked really well.
like and then there's just always this thing, like, too, I think even Tyler was talking about it, like, I've been getting a lot of, like, 95, 96, 99s, and it's just like,
Yeah,
what was the one little mistake that I made?
yeah.
And it's usually dropping up like a cleanup troop, at the wrong spot or the timing of it, and then, like, dude, for some reason, like, tornado traps have been getting me in the weirdest spots, like,
Oh,
I think if it was, like, even on one of our last war. Like, I literally cleared the whole base, and there was, like, 1 gold storage left, and there was, like, a tornado trap, like, right in front of where all my troops were going, and there was, like, 4 seconds left from getting the 3, and it, like, literally
oh, shit.
takes off, and I was just like so I've been getting stuff like that, like, for 99s, and so, like and there's, like, 96s, and you're just like,
Are you do
"What did I do?" It's, like, just, like, a little misplaced spell or, like I said, a misplaced troop, and you're just like
It's
I just get
always
so
a tiny
frustrated.
thing. If I would've waited, like, 2 seconds to bring this guy back, then this
Yeah,
would've
right.
been
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, there's been a couple rough Legends days lately where it's been the 99% or it's
Well,
been
you've been
the
crushing it though. I've been seeing you get up to like 290, or I think you got even like should I haven't even got close to sniffing that, like back before I had like a couple like 2 days in a row of like 320s. This was before the update and
oh,
stuff,
yeah.
but
It was like
now I haven't even come even close to that, but I've seen like you and Bomb Squad and Tyler and some others have definitely had some really good days.
I f
So that's
I feel like maybe
impressive.
I got used to, like, the new balance update, kind of where it is, like, right now,
Yeah.
and maybe too, it's kinda evened out on like, the in Legends League 2. Like, it
Yeah,
because it kinda
yeah.
feels like it did before, where it's like every inch you're kind of fighting for those last percentages, like
Mhm.
you're getting that coming up short that much, so it's still really hard to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that
yeah.
3. It's just like I think before you were playing a lot more with 25% versus 32% or 32's trophies versus 25,
Yeah,
because
right, exactly. Yeah,
like the
yeah.
difficulty. And so, but the difference I think is before I was happy that I got the 3-star when I got it, and now I'm
Mhm.
relieved when I get the 3-star and I get it.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
right.
thank
Yeah.
God, because I look at that attack log and I'm like, "Oh god, these next 3 have to be 3 stars or
R
I'm
right,
screwed."
yeah.
Oh, a lot of stress, but
But
well,
I still find a way to screw up, like, that could be like anything else. It's like you have days where you're hot and there's days where you're just like, "Whatever."
yeah. You're just a
It's,
tester for the game.
wait, what's that?
You're just a tester for the game.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'm like, "Are they messing with around with me today
Yeah.
or what?"
Well,
What's really going on around
uh,
here?
did you see I guess I recorded, I didn't share it, but it was, I was doing an attack. It was a Legends League attack, and it was the last one of the day. Let me set the scene for you. No, just kidding. So it's the last
Right, yeah.
it's the last one of the day, and I really needed it. Or actually, I think that day I was up, and I went in and I revived my super minion, or not super minion, my minion prince 4 times, and he never came back.
Yeah, I remember you were telling us about that. I don't think that you were able to get the replay, but
Yeah, I
Like,
think,
yeah, that's a weird glitch or
and I
yeah,
played
right.
it back, and it
Is
was like,
Supercell messing with you or what?
I guess so. Well, the first time, so I'm sitting there like, I'm in the attack, and the first time I thought, "Oh shit, I must have misdropped." I'm like, "Damn
Right.
it, this is the problem with the revive spell, like, it's always going off in the wrong spot," la da 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 da, like in my head.
Yeah.
And then, the second time, I thought, "Did I just, like, misdrop or something?" And the
Mhm.
third time, I couldn't believe it. I was like, "You have got to be shitting me." So the fourth time, I dropped the revive spell just because I had to see for sure. Like, I'm like
Yeah.
zooming in. I'm not even paying attention to what the other things are doing. I'm like, drop it right on there. Just and
Right.
so yeah, it just did not revive. Cost me 15 trophies.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it's weird.
Super soaking.
I've
Avoided
always like
those.
you like that's one of the thing like you should go to like the Discord app, right? And have like those um what do they call it? It's for like glitches and whatever. I don't know if Supercell is actually looking at it, but plenty of people post all kinds of stuff on there about it. So,
Well, I asked, I said, "Well, are they gonna give me anything? Then are they gonna give me
you
my
know,
15
yeah.
trophies?" Then I
No,
thought
no.
then I thought, "Well, if I
But
report it, you can't really exploit it." No, well,
yeah.
but I
You're
was
like
like, "Well,
tough luck there, dude,
I
you
don't even
know?
know where the support button is." So I'm just kidding. Um, well, kind of speaking on that, have you had a chance today to see the new sneak peeks with troops and levels and
A little bit. I know there's the earthquake spells coming in as part of the spells.
yep, I've got it
So
right
that's going to be
here.
interesting.
Uh,
And then
there were new
there's going to be a new
building
pet,
levels,
right? There's a new pet coming in,
new
right?
pet.
And then
So I'm looking at this stuff today and I'm thinking, I don't know if now that I'm looking at it right now, um, I don't know if it doesn't say sneak peek. Oh, it does say sneak peek number one, new levels. So this is today. It is Friday. And so I guess we're only going to be at sneak peek one today. And so when you
right,
hear
yeah.
this podcast, there's going to be a bunch of other, I'd imagine if it's only sneak peek number one, more things are coming.
Well,
Uh,
because I had seen something, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, but it was on Discord or somebody. Maybe it was in one of ours that there was supposed to be maybe another hero, a new hero coming out.
that's
That
what,
I saw a picture of. It looked like some kind of like walking dragon or something.
yes,
Forget where I had
that's
seen
what,
it. I forget what I had
um,
it where I'd seen that at. But
okay. So here's what I saw that yesterday. So Supercell released the, uh, hold on one second. I just want to pull this up, these images so I can, see it. So Supercell released a video that had like people standing there and just said something big is coming, or it was something like that. And people
yeah,
were talking about a new hero. So I just did a little Google search. I said, Clash of Clans update, new hero. And there was this one dragon type hero, but
yeah,
he was wearing kind of like a vest, like with a lock. And I had been
mm,
watching Terminator on TikTok the other w like, it was probably like a week ago, and he was talking about the events and, like, the mini event or the event that's going on, and he said underneath, in the event where you can see all, like, the totals, like, the things you claim,
yeah,
left to claim, underneath there's usually, like, an image that's kind of a partial image, and he was saying that usually hints at what's coming in the next update.
yeah. I
And
remember you posted something like that because yeah, there's like
it's just like in the
there's a
clouds.
lock. There's a lock with the handcuffs on there.
Yeah, it's just like a little lock in that cloud thing, and that's what I had seen
Yeah,
first because he was pointing that out. And then
Huh, I never noticed that before. That's interesting.
yeah, and he showed, like, the previous updates, and it would fit in somewhere, like, it might even fit in with, like, just the like, one was like a lamp, like the genie lamp or
Yeah.
some so
Okay.
it
Yeah.
wasn't like a full-on giveaway of what was, like, gonna be coming. So when I saw that picture of the hero, I was like, that would kinda make sense, because it was the same kind of lock that was in the
Oh.
clouds for this month, so that would be,
Huh.
really cool to get, but nothing the only thing today on the first one that we saw was the new pet, and that
Right.
one was well, let me first okay, so this is, sneak peek number 1. Go to this post actually from Reddit. Shout out to the Reddit guys. We have new building levels, and this is what's weird. It has to be a new hero because all of these things in one day, and they're not spreading it out. There's other stuff. So,
Well, there's a
fire,
lot of building upgrades that are happening, right? I
yeah,
mean, I
fire
know the
spitter,
Fire Spitter, Inferno Towers,
hidden Tesla.
uh,
We get a
Hidden Tesla.
we get a new spell tower,
Yep.
which
So
is
that's going to be with the earthquake in there.
yeah, with the earthquake in it. Mortar, pet house for the new pet, seeking air mine. Uh, oh shit, I just finished those. Or wait, no, it was the other ones, maybe. Wall upgrades 75 and a gigabomb. I don't know if that's adding one or we get new
And
troop
they're doing troops again, so witches and super witches. And then I'm
hog
excited
riders.
about hog riders. I used to
Yeah.
always raid with hog riders back in the day. I would
Lava
love for them to
hound.
make come back.
I bet Chewie
Lava
would love
Hound.
getting his super hogs back. Um,
Yeah.
Electro Titan, which I'm kind of happy about.
Yeah, no, that Electro Titan, she's good.
Baby
I haven't been
dragon,
able to really use her in a while, but yeah, she's always been strong.
archer,
So yeah, there's gonna be a lot
s-
of yeah, Archer,
stone slammer.
um,
Ooh,
and then all the
revive.
super troops for those guys. Yeah, Revive spell is gonna get
That's
an
nice.
upgrade.
Uh,
That'll be good for your raid there that you
an
do.
earthquake spell. Let's see here.
Which the earthquake is also too supposed to somehow coincide with the boots with the king. They said it's going to work with that, so that could be pretty powerful as far as taking down a bunch of walls if you hit it at the right time.
So thinking about just with that, this reveal right now, we're talking about difficulty level
Mm-hmm.
beforehand, right? How much more
Yeah.
difficult do you see this
Yeah.
becoming just from
Well, how
what we've
strong are the
got here?
bases they're going to be? I mean, that's the thing. That all that defense, like, what are you
Yeah,
going to do to counter? Like, I mean, that's going to be a lot of defense that's going to get an upgrade. So it's
yeah.
really going to make it super tough, right? Unless they kind of buff some things. I mean, obviously with the new troop upgrades, but
You know,
um,
do I know how have I seen the earthquake work on troops? And that was the thing with the earthquake spell. It works on troops as well.
yeah, that's what they said, and I've never seen that. I've never even, yeah, like that would be. I think that's got to be something brand new, right? Because I
Yeah, I'm
would
wondering it
have,
unless he no, yeah, it's gotta be brand new if
yeah,
they said it. So I guess I don't even know
yeah,
how that would affect. So if you went in like at a CC, like with the ice,
yep,
like the witches and with all, that type of stuff. Or I suppose maybe it already
or the
worked on a
heroes. The,
furnace, maybe.
what's that?
Maybe furnaces too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, heroes,
Heroes, yep,
which would make
right.
those really dense corner bases like right now that have like all
Yeah, like
four
they're
of the
just,
heroes and
mhm, yep.
they hurt really bad. Um,
Yeah, that would be good for that for sure. And then yeah, and if you have your king come in there and coincide it
oh
with
yeah.
the boots, right? And it
Yeah.
works with like all together, that could take away that whole corner pretty quick.
Yeah. I don't know how nervous I should be. I
Right.
I feel like
Everybody's
looking at it
scrambling, changing their bases,
so
right,
far,
as we speak.
I'm doing all right because it shouldn't affect. I mean, for me right now, Minion Prince is pretty key, and
That's your go-to, yeah, that's your go-to, yeah.
yeah, so I think, like, right now, at this point in the sneak peek, this is I feel like it's doable. I should never say that. I should never, ever say anything before something comes out because
Right.
I was doing
Yeah.
really good last season, and then I came on with Liam, and I told him I was doing pretty good, and after I got off the podcast, I tanked.
Yeah,
I
right.
yeah, like, humble pie right there, just
Yeah, right there, right?
I was like, "I don't know what happened," and then the update hit and or the balance change. Oh my god. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be horribly bad. I hate everything about it. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
reverse
Yeah,
engineering or reverse
yeah,
psychology. I
right.
mean,
Exactly right.
um, let me see here. So I also have here the earthquake changes. I do have the full earthquake change thing. Uh, level 6, 7, and 8. So we're getting 3 levels to it. Troop damage 5%, 10%, and 14%. 5% at level
Mm,
6. So I guess it must not start until it till level 6.
mhm.
10% at level 7, 14% at level 8. Uh, level
That's
4 earthquake spell factory is 30%
mm.
damage to your troops.
Wow, okay.
That could be rough
Yeah, big time.
because I mean poisons are not too worried, but oh, okay.
Yeah,
Earth
but the earthquake definitely that's taken what was it, 30% you said?
yeah, 30%
Oh, yeah. It's
every time.
yeah, if you got 2 in there, right?
Oh god.
So, and you're instead of seeing the double invisible ones, you're gonna be seeing double earthquakes in there, and yeah, so it's gonna make those, like, super dense core bases that you're seeing,
Oh.
kinda like the square ones that are just everything stuffed in the middle,
And if you
like,
get in there, it's gonna be even worse.
it's gonna be even worse, right? How are you even gonna get through all that with that?
Maybe it'll push people into more air. Huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, just as you just said that, I just was thinking about that.
Huh. Wow. I did not
So
okay, that part
maybe
I
the
did
new
not
hero
even
is actually, like, gonna be another flying,
yeah,
maybe it's
kinda moving it. The earthquake boots, levels 1 and 2 get a 5%, 3 and 5 between 3 and 5, 10%. Levels 6 through 8, 15%, 9 through 11, 17, 12 through 14, 18. So up to 20% ground troop damage, with the earthquake boots.
so by
Wow.
then you can counter that too. So if you have like it depends on where they have their heroes and stuff. Like if you come in with the king and have the earthquake spells for yourself and drop it all at the right time, like you could probably take out a good percentage of their
Yeah.
CC or their if they have the combined, queen and
CC's buildings
BK.
at the same
Yeah,
time. You
yeah, exactly.
you get him in there, earthquake boot him, and then earthquake on top of him a few times and just
Yep, exactly. Yep, yep.
oh, oh, that's gonna be some
It
crazy
sounds like
meta.
it works in my head, but I don't know. I
It
always think of things and I'm like, that really didn't go that well.
yeah, yeah. It went much better,
That
much better in my head.
yeah, that didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna work out way better.
Do you use it at all right now?
uh, the boots, I was doing a little bit with the boots, because I'm using the throwers, and if I kind of timed it all right, because sometimes obviously the throwers get stuck, beating walls, so if it
Yeah,
worked out. But then I just went back to the spiky ball because I felt way better success having that
cool. Yeah.
along with the snake bracelet
Have you
for the BK.
have you tried the new pony? Stick pony?
I was going to try it and then I just kind of held off. I'm definitely I need to try things more, but I kind of get stuck on using the same thing that's kind of working for me, you know. And I, but
Yeah.
there again, that's where I really just don't have like I'll have more time to start messing around with like FCs and stuff. Where obviously you can test out a bunch of stuff, but for my Legends attacks, I've definitely just been kind of staying what's been working, because I've been getting some
It's
threes and some high 90s. I just kind of don't want to
J
screw it up,
yeah, don't change anything till you feel, like, comfortable going into it, like,
Yeah,
these days either. I mean,
yeah. Because I remember somebody was, I think it was Tyler and maybe
yeah,
Shane or something. They're doing that lightning with the earthquake, like 6 lightning strikes, and they're taking out some good stuff with it. And then I tried it, and as soon as I tried it, I 1-starred it. I knew better, but I just was like, oh, I'll try it.
yeah.
Sure
Did you
enough,
feel confident going in too? Like, "I got this."
well, kind of, because but there that was a problem. I like tested it on just some regular, like regular raids, and of course, like it worked just fine. And then I get into Legends, and I
Y
just totally screwed the whole thing up
Oh,
because then it just kind of changed the way I entered the base and stuff, and like yeah, it really threw me off. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait to have some time to kind of mess with this and be able to get some familiarity with it, like with FCs and that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
and then
It's just
introducing it into war, like, is kind.
yeah.
You never know, like, I've just been running that one and kind of honing it in, um, for a while,
No,
so
you
it's
crush
like,
with that. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like in
I got
the wars, get plenty of 3 stars with it, and I know you've been having some great days in Legend Leagues with it.
yeah,
So
it's just I think I just got lucky with the
I've tried it
meta
as
part.
well. Sometimes I get sometimes with the minion prints with it. I don't know. I probably should watch a little bit more of your raids, but I do like the Yetis. Like even with the throwers, I definitely incorporate a Yeti in my raids because the Super Yetis I think I feel like are still super strong.
Yeah. Do you
And I know you use that for your raid. I think you have like 4, right, that you use in it?
Yeah, 4. Uh,
Yep.
I'm thinking with the minion prints, I don't know if I was kind of wondered, like, where, because Tyler had asked about it, and I don't know if we were talking about it on air or when uh, we were talking about just not being able to get it to work, and I wondered if thinking about because I basically just use it like the RC, right? Like,
Yeah.
except now I think after a while, I I think about more where I wanna first, like, when I go in with it, I go, I needed to get this part and set free and then die it can die wherever in this
Right,
place,
right.
but then I've started to, I guess, drive it to places for the end of the base. So, like, I'll do, like, 1 or 2 trying to get it early on into a comfortable place where I'm happy with and let the rest of the army go and then bring it back. I don't know if it's any different than I think it's different than I would use the RC because
Yeah, because yeah.
I'm using it not to, like, with, like, on the cleanup, y I think when I was running the RC, I was, like, really careful, like, "Oh, you don't want her to get hit, or you don't want,"
Mhm.
like, "She's not gonna survive that long if she's getting," but with him, I will use that, like, "Oh, he's getting really close to that air defense. He dies. Okay, now I think I can at least overtake that and put him in a good spot for if they can get this far." So I was like,
Yes,
but he'll
you're
put
using it more.
offensively, like, he can be more out front than the RC can be maybe.
Yeah, and you're thinking more like the end game because I forget who was if it was War Pig or but he was definitely like coming in with the RC, but then like was using it like doing like later kind of charge with it and as more of like a cleanup type thing, which was working seemingly really well for him. And I forget what and his entry was, was a warden walk, I believe, on the other
Yeah,
side of the base.
yeah,
But yeah, so I think that's probably maybe like I probably would try your because I was using it and I actually had some success with it But then I think for me, I started getting kind of like confused on how I wanted the minion prince to enter into the base. But I think the strategy of you more kind of thinking along the lines of where you want it to finish is probably kind of the better idea, you
Yeah.
know?
Like I'm like,
And then kind of,
I want him in the headed towards that. If my troops aren't going to go to, so what I do for my attack, everybody listening, is I do kind of ward and walk on one side and a minion prince yeti on the other side to funnel, and then do my super minions and, or not super minions, my super yetis, um, right through the, like right through the center with whatever the
hmm
launcher, the troop launcher. So like if I want that Superman, or I want that minion prince to, I'll almost always start him on the town hall, try to send him there, because if he dies there,
yeah,
he's my
that's
insurance, right? Like later on,
right.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
um, coming back through there. But instead of avoiding like the revenge tower and stuff, I'll try to get him headed that way as early as possible, because he'll pound on a lot of that stuff from far away, and then usually at the end, um, I want him as close to that as possible so I can take that out as early as possible.
And
I just have good luck
I know
with
you bring the
that
revives.
defense.
What's that? I'm sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, so the revenge tower's usually the big problem, and I think he helps me a lot with that. But oh yeah, but
Yeah,
4 revives, yeah.
but you don't bring any invisible spells though, right? I think you
I
were
do.
at some point. You will bring.
I bring 2 totems and an invis and 2 freezes. And
Okay.
I usually use the 2 totems and the invis on the minion prince on coming in.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
I'll drop a totem and try to catch the guardian or whatnot. Uh and then I will just try to keep him safe until he's on that town hall. But a lot of times I end up having to use the one of the totems on the warden, and you can kind of play around, or then I'll use the freeze. So what I
hmm
found is they're not. I used to try to hold them and not use them, and not use the freeze and the things. But if I find that by playing them early, I'm not losing out on anything later. So I'm more
Okay.
willing to just adjust whatever I need to whatever side to get him in there, and then
Also, too, with the update, what's isn't like the poison spell going to work on Guardians now, or something like that?
yeah, that's what Chewy said today. I don't know if it was on the leak. He was saying some things, not the leak, the sneak peek. He was saying some things in Discord. Let's see here. He said they also mentioned there will now be a 5v5 option for CWL, which was mentioned in the official Clash videos. So I wonder if that is maybe one of the sneak peeks
Mm,
um, coming up.
yeah.
And poison spell will now affect guardians.
Okay. Which
I
would be helpful for sure.
I
Yeah.
did my one thought on this potential new hero is that maybe it's not just maybe it's only a defensive hero
Oh.
with the chain. That made me think the chain made me think it was chained to something. So
Oh, interesting. Huh.
just that with the bases kind of being where they're at, I don't know, but I suppose it still
Huh.
would be defensive.
That is a good thought. That is interesting. Yeah,
I
you
don't
might be
know.
onto something.
Who knows? You know, if you throw enough shit at the wall, eventually something's gonna
Yeah.
stick.
Right.
So,
Eventually, you'll get it right.
yep, just keep guessing. See, I told you.
Yeah. Right. Told you that was going to
hmm
happen.
Just like I said it would. So then we have
Mhm.
the new pet, the greedy raven. He's a damage type, single target, resource damages times 5, targets and deals extra damage to resource buildings.
Hmm.
I thought there was more on that. on that one leak right there.
Yeah.
Sneak peek, not a leak. Damn it. Uh, there was another one that I shared here that was like the new pet. Uh, no scarecrow is frightening enough to keep greedy raven away from from shiny loot. This mac.
Mm,
This masked bandit's swift feathers target and deal extra damage to resource buildings and egos. Targets ground and air.
mm.
Housing space is 20, movement speed 28, 10 levels. First level is 110 DPS. Level 10 is 155. 2100 HP on level 1 and 3500 on level 10. What are your first thoughts on this?
I don't know. It's I
He's a
haven't
flying
been much of
pet.
an
Sorry, it says
what's that?
he says it says on the bottom. I just saw this. A flying pet that stays behind his hero, attacking nearby resource buildings with a 5 times damage multiplier.
Well, I think like for your minion prince raid, but I haven't really had any. I'm sure with this thing, there's going to be definitely a shift towards. I mean, not that people aren't using air, but I think there's probably going to be maybe a shift towards more air if there's going to be so much with these defensive upgrades. I don't know. I mean, like there's like troops I love Diggy, but I just can't figure out a
Yeah.
way to use her or him or whatever. It's like so troops like that, but
What
or
pets are
pets
you
like that.
using like now? Like consistently, like
Definitely using Sneezy and definitely using the why can't I think it the walrus? What is the name of that?
oh Frosty.
Frosty.
I mean, it's,
And Mighty Yak. I use the Mighty Yak for my king a lot.
okay, me too.
Because of the for the walls, and then yeah, I use Frosty. And then of course Spirit Fox for the RC, and then Sneezy. But I really haven't used Angry Jelly at all. I know there's definitely a fair bit in the clan that use Phoenix, but I haven't really lately been using it. I haven't used Poison Lizard in freaking who knows how long.
I don't think I've ever used the poison lizard.
And I used to use Electro a little bit when I was doing some kind of more warden walks, but
When he's the only one you had. No, just kidding.
yeah, right, yeah, right.
No, he's a good
And
one.
then Lassie I used at the very beginning, but uh yeah, so yeah, I
Uh,
just really like Mighty Yak. Like the ones that my go-to is
I
definitely Mighty Yak, Unicorn Frosty. I used to use Diggy quite a bit. I haven't lately. And then Sneezy and Spirit Fox.
do you
What
put
about you?
her on? What do you? Who do you use Frosty with? The Queen
The Queen, yeah. Yeah.
and the Unicorn too with the Queen.
Yeah, when I was using the unicorn, I would but you know what? I did some stuff with the unicorn and the king, and actually, I mean, he
Yeah,
kind of lasts a long time anyways,
imagine
but
that
yeah,
in a
with that,
vamp
it felt like
stash.
he kind of would hold up even longer.
Put that in the vamp stash on him.
Yeah,
That'd
right.
be
I haven't really used the
too.
Vamp stash very much.
Yeah, I think we're about the same with the pets on the ones that we
Yeah,
like, and kind of how we which ones we're using them for. Except for I will use the Phoenix on the Minion Prince
on your
because
yeah,
then that like, he can get into some trouble
yeah.
that
No, I
way,
did notice that about you for sure on that.
which is a nice little ability because like when he dies that first time, he can be in a really tough spot to die and do some damage before I bring him right back.
Right. There you go.
It's like, okay, he's dead. I'm like, just get through this one last thing and it should be fine. My warden should be able to get to this. And
So now we're talking about new hero. Then they're gonna have to come out with new hero equipment.
that's what I
How
was.
far? How far along? I mean, the only upgrades that I still have left to do is the snowflake. I have at level 26, and then of course the new pony I have at level 23. But then they're gonna have to add a whole another level of equipment, right, for a new
Yeah,
hero.
that's that's what I'm wondering. Maybe it could be that that video that Supercell released was just for the new pet, but
Oh,
but
could be, right?
but I don't I feel like that I feel like they wouldn't sneak it I feel like it's I feel like they wouldn't put it in with a bunch of other stuff, given that there's already a
Like
video for it, you know what I mean? Like,
right, right, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, but this could
Yeah.
make what would let's say it is a flying troop that we get, flying hero, and probably by the time everybody we're either gonna sound, smart or nuts, but
Yeah.
the greedy raven might work really well as an accompanying pet, especially if there was a defensive seeking hero?
Well, maybe if they do bring in a new hero, maybe instead of allowing us just to do 4 here, I mean, because it seems like there's
Yeah.
gonna be like, maybe you're able to carry 5 heroes,
Holy crap. That would be wild.
right? If there's gonna be such a big emphasis on all these defensive upgrades,
Yeah.
you're gonna need more in true power.
Yeah, something big is still missing. Don't you think, like, because
Right.
if you put all the pieces down so far, we didn't get a lot of extra well, I guess to the things that people maybe aren't using so much, but that
Well,
would seem
what
like it
was the
would be able
last
to
pet upgrade? The pet upgrade we had to do last was poison lizard. I don't think anybody's using poison lizard. It went from that was the only pet on this latest update that
Yeah.
got a boost, right? So like
So, main
I
armies
haven't
right
seen anybody.
now, like, just looking at it, like, meta armies aren't really getting, uh aren't get like, the main armies aren't gonna you would think they would fall a lot shorter with these new levels on,
Yeah,
especially with the main things for sure.
that's what I've been thinking as well. Like that's
Unless
they're gonna have to add either more troop space or
yeah.
maybe they do give us an extra hero. Um and or
Mm.
more spells. They're gonna have to add more to all of this to be able to. Because what was it? I mean, let's recap again on the defensive stuff. It's
Okay.
Inferno Towers,
Yeah, let me see here. New pet
and
earthquake.
Spitters are getting upgraded. Then you got
Um,
Hidden Teslas are getting upgraded. And then you said Mortars are getting upgraded as well. So Mortars getting upgraded. Those can be freaking.
let's see here. No, I won't. So fire spitter. I guess yeah, that's gonna be a problem a little
Hmm.
bit. The inferno towers, especially how people are using them lately. I'm seeing them like more grouped together, and maybe that's for those
Yeah.
thrower armies, but I think that's gonna hurt. Hidden Tesla. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I feel like that'll just pick at things a little bit more. The
But then
spell.
are they adding another spell tower or is it just going to be an additional spell in the spell tower?
That's what I was wondering. New building levels are coming. These are for 18 unless otherwise specified. So the ones that I talked about are for level or town hall 18s. Except I believe the spell tower with the earthquake. So it must be the ability to put an earthquake in it. Yeah, I thought initially it was a new building.
A new building. Oh, okay.
But I maybe on reading this, it is just like the ability to get in there. Yep. Oh, but town hall so spell tower level 4, town hall 17 unlocks a new earthquake spell slot. So you must get it at town hall 17.
Yeah. Because yeah, with
Earthquakes.
even though with those defensive upgrades, along with how tough the revenge tower is, like it's gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna push a lot on those percentages,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because there's so much, on it. For me, I don't know, like, I don't really have a problem with the trash buildings. In fact, because I'm using the minion prints and I'm using the, uh, crown and the what's it? The hammer or the is it the hammer? What the hell is the thing that rains fire? Meteor hammer. Uh,
Meteor hammer. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
it is
Meteor
off
staff. Meteor
meteor
staff.
staff.
Yeah. Meteor staff.
It's
Yep.
often, like, better for me to just let the minion prints hang on those trash buildings because it'll hit the defenses for a long time,
Yep.
so I'm not such a
Exactly. Yep.
race to get through it.
So that would be good. That's what the new hero would be good for you because it's gonna target those resource buildings as well. So like for your raid, that's probably gonna be really beneficial for you.
Well, if I put on the minion prints, you mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then I wouldn't, then it would burn through it faster. And
Oh,
so, like, if I have him sitting on a hut, like 1, 2, 3, and I'm kinda waiting for my army, he'll just keep hitting,
oh.
the meteor staff will be pounding on the nearest defense, which is usually sometimes out of range,
Right.
like, if
Yep.
it's a
Yep.
ground. So, like, a lot of times I'll drop a Yeti if there's defenses near, and if there's not, I'll just drop him and let him work on the trash and start picking away at the defenses at the same time. So with this, he'd be good if I needed to, like, clear really fast
Right. Yeah.
something.
That's what I was kind of thinking, you know.
Yeah.
Because right now you said you had the Phoenix on him, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm not and I play with the time on it. Like, his that opening is, like, almost 40, about the 2-minute mark, I've gotta start things up. But
Get things going. Yeah.
yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder if him paired with the Angry Jelly on another hero would work
I
really well. One's going for the
right.
huh,
Yeah, that actually probably would be. Yeah, if you could
the complement to a different hero.
mhm.
Well, what are you of all the things so far, are is this a little unexpected to you? I mean,
Yeah, it did seem like it was kind of quick. Like, I don't know, for as long as we've been playing the game. I just don't remember them coming out, obviously with the new town hall and like us getting because normally like anytime like new stuff, I'm almost finished with most of the upgrades. I just have like some what I have left. I have my elixir collector, my gold mines still to do, and then I have some air bombs, and then I'm still like working on my crafted defenses. But normally, before anything
new?
new update, like in the past, because I'd been maxed out twice previously, and it seemed like before anything new came out, like I had already been maxed for a little bit, and like now I'm like playing now I'll be playing catch up,
Yeah.
and then having more stuff to like work on now. So like it does seem a little bit quick to me.
I think it's because when the balance update hit, we were what got talked about was that, usually there's a March update, but then also that there is usually 2 around this time, but um, I just don't
Yeah, I don't
remember it
remember
being
last
something
year.
so
Like,
big, like
yeah, exactly, right?
yeah, it's just happy
It seemed a little
that we're getting stuff and, like, things are by all means, but,
right.
like,
Little
I thought with the sneak peek, I thought we'd at most maybe get, like, 2 troop levels or like, this is just the amount of things being changed is really kinda surprising.
it's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. The Greedy Raven,
I mean,
that'd be
what are
cool to
you what
see.
yeah, no, I'm excited to see that. I really am excited to see if it is true, a new hero. But yeah, I just kinda wanna see how they were in it because it definitely seemed like there's a lot of defense coming our way, so I just wanna see how they're gonna plan on balancing that out. So,
Is it
is it more troops
it'll be
based or is it a new hero or, something to that effect.
It'll be here for CWL, but maybe this won't affect
Yeah.
CWL too much because at first, not my very first, not actually, it was a little bit later in the day. I was thinking, well, that's going to change up our bases if because I was thinking we were getting a new spell tower.
Right,
So I
right,
thought,
yeah.
oh, wow, now all the bases are going to be kind of
Right.
mute. But no, but I think that that would mean everything is about the same.
Yeah, we don't there won't be a cooldown period then, right? So,
Yeah. And it should just, so if the playing field is just the same right now and these things are introduced, it should just add more difficulty instead of overpowering, hopefully.
yeah,
Like the
I think
last,
well,
uh,
first because everybody's gonna be upgrading, right? Or unless people, gem their finish or whatever, but,
I've been saving.
yeah. Yeah, I've been saving. I always save, but I save as well, but I always just use that stuff for, like, my heroes first and stuff like that,
Yeah.
every week you get the book for 500, whatever it is,
Oh, have
which is
you been
definitely
saving
helpful.
those?
I think I've got
Can you buy that? You can stack the ones with the gems. Okay.
I don't think you can stack them. I don't know. I have, like, a full what do I have right now? I think I have so I have a book of fighting, a book of building, a book of spells, a book of heroes. Well, there was that free book of fighting, so I do have that stacked.
Oh, okay.
And then on my I have hammer fighting
And we'll have
for the league stuff,
CWL.
and I have a hammer of heroes, and then I have a hammer of what I got. I know I'm missing one. Fighting, building, and heroes for that. I still need to buy a hammer of spells after this next CWL to be filled on that.
So
So I have like all the books. I will be able to do like some really good quick upgrades like as soon as that stuff comes out.
whatever you do, don't collect and I didn't do this. I did not collect my rewards from my season bank or like the rewards. So I still have 2 books of heroes. If we get a hero, right, I'm ready.
Yeah, I think
So
I made that mistake. I think I might have freaking gemmed that if I because I didn't know about any of this stuff.
yeah,
I
I
think
s-
I just so
I
I
s-
think I screwed up. I
I
think I
looked at
screwed
it
up
the
on
other
that one.
day. And I thought, you know what? Nobody said anything about books heroes, but who knows? So I left them.
You're a smart man.
And I was like, but then later on, I didn't know if I did. I looked in the wrong place and I was like, no, I guess, I I thought then maybe I just said, no, whatever, and just did it. But so when we went through the update or whatever, and my heroes were maxed, they still keep coming with the deals. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, what was it, 20 levels for heroes? What if I just collected the deals throughout the year so that way next year when Town Hall 19 comes out,
Do the deals stack? I didn't realize that they
yeah,
stacked.
yeah, you can
Oh,
stack the
they
deals.
do.
So
Oh, shoot.
so
Gosh.
I've been but you can't stack them off of your rewards, right? Like so that first month it was like that was the one, and so I'm getting gems from
Yeah.
from those. But they come out with these deals that are like 199 every so
Right,
often,
right.
or like a book of like a really good deal where I'm like, oh, so I've been doing it. So I have 6 books of heroes and then the 2 from
Oh my
the stuff.
gosh, it's been nice to do that.
I've got a
I've
bu
been doing it I mean, it's like one of those things where you have this epiphany, you're like, "I've been doing it wrong this whole damn time."
I was never in a position to before, but when, Ghost Knight and, like, Carl from the C2J, podcast were talking about, like, saving up their ore for the things, I was like it was the first time I didn't like, I was seeing these books come through and letting them gem, so I'm like, "You know what? I really needed those 20 books that first time, so let me see how many I can get." So I've got 2 books of fighting, 3 book hammers of building, and a book of everything, and 2 books of spells, and a hammer of
Damn.
spells that I got out of a chest.
Nice.
So,
You're definitely
I'm
you're
like
definitely
the
set up there, my friend. You're
I'm like the doomsday prepper of Clash this time, and I'm never
yeah,
prepared.
exactly.
This is wild.
No,
It's just like I just didn't mess up this time, I guess, or something.
no, you did it right. Yeah, it's funny, the doomsday.
I'm in my Clash bunker over here collecting my well, if they would, he's gonna be what would you imagine? Okay, so let's say a new hero is introduced. We got the Minion Prince at level 60
Yep.
with, well, I guess depending on yeah, he's level 60 max, right? Or is he
No,
I'm blanking.
95,
95.
95 is
But
main.
he was when he
Yeah.
was introduced, depending on where you were, you got this was last year or like a year and a over a year ago. Uh,
Yeah.
you got awarded based on your hero levels or your existing heroes, he was put at a certain mark.
Right, right.
So mine, I think, was 60. So he after that, he was just on upgrade for months.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It-
Yeah, I didn't even entertain to use him until, because like right now, BK's at 105, Archer Queen's 105, he's at 95, Warden's at 80, and RC's at 55.
do you think they will? Do you think they will do it the same way, or
I
did you
would
feel
think
like
so. I,
last
I
year
would
was
I
fair?
would think so. What's that?
Did you think last time was pretty fair, like where they started you?
If I remember correctly, I thought so, because he would have been just right above the RC at the time, right? Which would have been, because she had to jump 5 levels this last
Yeah,
one, so she probably was at like 40 something.
she was like 45 and then 50, 55, I think, and then the Minion
Yeah,
Prince
something like
went
that.
up. How
And
many?
then Grand Warden was like, must have been at 60. So she probably, Minion Prince probably came in at kind of maybe the around what the Grand Warden was at that time, maybe, or close to it.
Maybe maybe it's all a misdirection and it's just hero levels.
Well, but we just had that though, so like they're gonna
Yeah,
redo that again. Well, I guess, I mean, but if they are gonna beef up the defense, I mean, like I keep on thinking that we are gonna need more just power going into this. So there could
yeah.
be a bump in the heroes. But
This
I think
is
it'd be cool if I do think it'd be cool if we could bring in 5 hero. I mean, like you got to pick
yeah,
in four, but if you had an extra hero too.
I could see that.
Or maybe if they are going to have another add, or maybe if you like your thing, they're going to add another defensive hero, then maybe they will add more to the existing hero levels.
Wow, this is all gonna be solved tomorrow. Or the next day when we see the other, sneak
Is it
peek.
Monday? Is
Eh
it is it Monday? Or no, the next sneak peek comes out tomorrow, right?
yeah,
Right.
so they'll probably drop it this week, I'd imagine, which would be nice because then it'd give us a little bit of time before CWL to prepare, to kinda get used to it. Um,
So it would be on Tuesday, right? It's Tuesdays when it would drop, or is it Monday? I
yeah,
always get it mixed up.
I get 'em mixed up too. I think everybody usually says it'll be Monday, and then sometimes it doesn't come out till Tuesday.
Right. Because the new Legends League will be starting. Well, so that's
Oh,
2 days and 5 hours left. So that would be
and Sunday, right? And
Saturday,
then
Sunday. So like, yeah, 5 hours left, and whatever Friday. So that's Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I guess it would be on Monday then, right?
yeah, so I would
If I'm doing
imagine
my math
then we have most of the update. But I think we have most of like, I can't imagine how many more sneak peeks there could possibly I can't imagine, like, another, full screen of things.
right, right, yeah.
But I'd maybe it is the big thing. That's what I
Tomorrow,
imagine, but
yeah.
sometimes you just never know. Like, sometimes it's just, like, fizzles or something, but just that it's sneak peeks, even on these, so there were, like, we read the sneak peeks, but these were from Reddit, and each of them were labeled sneak peek number 1. So they're all within
Okay.
that same category for sure.
Yeah, I know, and then there's usually multiple sneak peeks, so, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's gonna be at least probably 2 more, right? Or if there's usually a few of them, right?
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah, it'll
it'll
be
be
interesting to see
interesting.
what tomorrow brings.
It's what makes scheduling podcasts really, really tough because you can't really bank up episodes because every couple weeks something completely changes in
Right.
this and the strategy that we're talking about this week could be completely different next week.
Oh, yeah, for sure, and that's definitely a given. I mean, even too, like, yeah, even
Who
with the
would
new
have
changes, I've already just different, different troop comps, and it's just, obviously throwers are, you know,
would you have
coming back,
imagined a
and
month ago like that you were doing would it have been a month ago now? Or a little over a month ago
yeah, yeah,
that you were gonna
yeah,
throw
yeah.
Army?
No, exactly, no,
Yeah,
not at all.
that's pretty cool that
Uh,
I think in the old
yeah,
days it wasn't there weren't so many quick changes, like, that you could like, they're
no,
more
like that's the
game
thing.
altering
I
changes.
used to run hogs all the time, back in the day. Like that's what I felt like I was really good at, and then, but yeah, that definitely I feel like the troop comps are definitely changing a lot faster, so you definitely
Yeah,
have to be more adaptive to it. And then obviously too, like testing more things, which is probably right now, like not the best for me because it's that of the time
right.
aspect of it. But I do like it because it definitely, keeps you on your toes, makes you kind of rethink things, and keeps the game interesting. Especially after all this time, right?
Yeah,
Because
something for yeah,
I
like,
think
it's
I think you've been playing the game as for as long as I have, right? Since like 2012,
yeah,
right? Early 2012.
I did take a break for a few years and then, back at it, but it does seem like, a couple years ago, so, like, it does seem more bigger changes more often, maybe
Hmm.
even a little bit more drama with the changes, like, more,
Oh,
uh, controversial changes. I just don't
well,
remember
I don't.
super big ones back in the day. Maybe there probably was, but, like, with this update, the big thing has been oh, yeah, the other sneak peek that we really haven't been talking about because I think it's been out there for a couple days, is the new Gold Pass rework and update.
Yeah, and some people seem up in arms on it. I don't. I think it's kind of cool because I think you get to choose.
I
Like, there's going to be an ore converter. Like, you're be
the
able to convert stuff to
prospector.
ore.
Yeah,
Prospector, right?
the prospector, and it gets so I think the controversy in part is that the prospector will convert your ores for you, and but it's shiny to glowy and whatnot, but it's
Yeah.
only available to the gold pass people.
Oh.
So
Oh.
if you're not on the gold
Oh, so
pass,
it's just forcing people to. I see. I
okay,
get it.
but and here is so and then so this is what I'm just seeing, in the chat and kind of in Discord and like on TikTok and stuff. So kind of all this. And then I see a response from Supercell that says, "Hey, we're aware of the feedback. We're aware of all this stuff. We're not saying we're going to make any changes." But I kind of got thinking about it, and maybe I'm nuts. Well, I'm probably certifiably nuts, but I was thinking, so how it's kind of laid off and or laid out, and why people are also upset is that the prospector comes later in the gold pass, right? Like it's going to be,
Okay. Yeah.
it looks like it doesn't come at the first of the month, from what,
Right.
and maybe things are updated now, but my thought was, we're not seeing Marches, we're seeing Februaries, so
Hmm.
it is quite possible that the gold pass that we're seeing is just February's, and they just put that prospector right where in the month you should be to get the prospector for this
Right.
month. So it's not like next month, maybe you just get the prospector or so next month is not saying like it will be in the 20th. Maybe it'll start on the 1st. That's a
Right.
possibility too. Because
Yeah.
they didn't say anything in it, right? Like they said they'll take it under advisement and but it almost seemed like to me something you'd say if we haven't told you what it's going to be like next month yet. So just know we
Yeah.
hear you, we're thinking about it, and that's about as much we can say instead of like just hold on, you know, till next week. This will all be make a lot more sense. Y-
Right. Yeah. Like just
or
chill out, everybody.
yeah, or
Like just
maybe even like that's how you buy this first month you get it in the gold pass, and then next
yeah.
month, but you could buy it for 500 gems.
Right.
Who
Right.
knows? Like it could be
Yeah.
something like that.
Hmm.
I'm just
But I
wondering.
do like the idea though that you're gonna able to pick whatever book that you want, right? You're gonna be able to get two different choices on the new Gold Pass, right?
Oh, I did not hear that part.
Something to that effect. Like you're gonna be able to choose what book you need. So instead of getting something you really don't need, you're gonna be able to choose from like two options or whatever. So you
Oh,
can
that'll be
get what
nice.
you actually need. Yeah, that's how I understood it. And I could be wrong. I could have misread something,
Yeah.
but I thought that's what I'd read.
And
Is that
you
that's gonna be the
so
ability on that.
you'll have daily tasks.
Yep.
That's all starting to come back to me. Uh, you'll have daily
And those
tasks.
and those tasks are gonna change or something about that too as well. So it's gonna be did you read that about what
No,
those changes were?
no, what I had heard, so the last I had heard, like it was daily challenges, and you don't, if you miss a day, they will still be there. So, like, if you're,
Yeah.
if you come in on the 15th of the month, you can do the first 15 daily challenges to get your stuff.
Mhm. Right.
And I
Right.
think that's about what I heard besides just seeing the graphics.
Okay. Gotcha.
What was the update? Was that
Well, I'd heard I thought that I heard like you like, you were gonna be able to get on the rewards part of it, you were gonna be able to choose um
oh, that book part.
the
The
book part.
book
You're gonna be able to
oh,
choose on
yeah.
the rewards, you're gonna be able to choose like it would be like a drop down on the rewards
Oh, yeah.
list. And instead of getting like a book of heroes, if you didn't need it, you could get a book of fighting or a book of spells or something to that regard.
Yeah, I hope so.
So they
That's
made it sound
awesome.
like you were going to get like two different options for each one of those rewards
Oh,
to
that's
choose
cool.
from.
That's
Yeah, that's
I'm
at least
down.
what I thought I read.
Oh, and
So
then they're
that would be
working
good.
chess into it, I think,
Correct. Which I think I heard something about the chest in there as well.
and they were gonna get
Uh,
more kind of looked like a little bit more chance for cosmetics and things.
right, right, exactly. Yeah. Which too, like you should be able to choose. I think that was another thing on the cosmetics. You weren't just going to be stuck with just the one choice that they were going to give you. If you wanted to get something from the past, it sounded
Oh,
like you might
yeah.
have an options to get that.
I
Um,
want my early Christmas tree, my first Christmas tree back.
I think I still have it.
Do you really?
The 2012 one.
Yeah.
Let's see if I
I
what I
cut it
got here.
down.
I definitely have 2013. I thought I looked at this the other day. Somebody thought brought
Jer
it up,
Yeah,
and
I think Jarrett was talking about because he said that if you had the magic lamp, which I didn't realize when it was in the shop or whatever, that you can put the 2012 Christmas tree, you can set it so that the magic lamp is the original Christmas tree.
oh,
But
I,
I think it would be
shoot,
cool if you had those. You couldn't get one that you weren't there for. Like you
right,
couldn't
right.
get a 2012 tree if you weren't playing in 2012. But if you had, I think those it would be nice to have that option because
Yeah, I think
who knew all these
to
years
save it, right?
later that we would want our Christmas trees back.
Yeah, I have it every year except for 2000. You're right. I have it every year except for 2012.
Oh, it'd just be nice to
I
have
don't
a
know why. I
set.
don't know why I didn't save it. I don't know what I did. Why I didn't do that. But that would be nice to be able to get it back. That would be great.
Yeah. Well, at that time though, like, who would have really thought like a
I didn't think
10-year
that.
game was just not, like, imaginable. I mean, like, God, what could it be like? Like, it's something new and, like, even just with, like, the technology, like, there wasn't how
Yeah,
could you
and who
really
knew
do
that?
that before? Like, uh
And I've been playing the game this freaking long.
yeah. That a game could last or be popular for that long, in
Right.
this format because it was so new and, uh did you see that I saw something online about a Clash documentary coming this summer.
Oh, that would be interesting. That would be,
Yeah. I
yeah.
posted it to, the let's
I
see
guess
here. I
for
don't
some
so
reason I
far.
might be missing 2016 as well.
Yeah, I think I'm missing a couple of those in there. But, like, yeah, those years that you could have, like, just to be able to pull those things out would be really nice, but
But yeah, you're right. It has to be like you had to be around during that time to be able to have that, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, I think, like, those are the the real pieces of Clash identity that y shouldn't play with really, like, to
yeah,
identify people. Um,
yeah,
but
exactly.
it would
Yeah,
be nice if we could have the option of getting it back.
yeah,
'Cause,
I agree.
yeah. Um, anything else on the update coming up?
I think we probably covered most of
Yeah.
it.
Just right as you're
I
getting done, it's like, "Oh, yeah." Well, because like, those changes to the gold pass, no, those aren't in a sneak peek yet. That's They're not considered sneak peek part or number 1, so
yeah,
maybe some of the sneak peeks coming up are some of the things that we did talk about, kind of post that, like,
yeah.
some of those things that were kind of in the works, but I don't know. Now I'm curious as to how we'll sound about the new hero, if we're right or not in the future.
Right, exactly. It would be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
listen to this after it all happens and be like, "Oh man, we were spot on," or
Yeah.
"Oh man, we were way off."
Well, the last time I think this was right before Town Hall 18 was Liam and I recorded, and we only got sneak peek number 1, and there was a bunch of things that both of us got wrong that you just could not, like, really anticipate. I think the big one was
Yeah,
the Town Hall not being defensive
right.
was
That was a big surprise. Like that was like, and it's definitely thrown a lot of people off, right? I know a lot of
yeah.
people have not been happy about that.
It just
you
is
know?
it must just mess I felt like I adapted pretty quick to that.
Yeah, I did too. I kind of figured it out, but for some people, it just really threw them for a loop. So I just
It's just
remember listening to a lot of complaints in the chat, like, "What is happening with this game
yeah.
here?"
Well, I think the first time I was thinking like, "Oh, yeah, I just did it anyways, and it was just normal," but then bases start figuring out how to just mess with you
Yeah,
so
right.
hardcore, and that's
Have your
probably
troops just walk around the entire base and just leave the whole town hall fights.
yeah,
It's like
the worst feeling. That's why I'm just like,
yeah,
in
you're like,
Legends League, I'm not doing any 3-star attempts. I'm doing for sure 2, hopefully a
oh
3,
yeah,
'cause
always going for the first. I'm
y
always going for the guarantee too. I'm
yep.
not trying to be too greedy. If I see something that kind of like I feel like, okay, I can be a little bit more aggressive, but even then I'm like, I know I have a safety valve to get the 2-star,
Yeah.
so
I
because the 1 stars are what kills you, right? That like
yeah, sets you
just
back.
instantaneously just sets you back, right?
Your day is
Especially when you're
like,
yeah.
"Shit, now I just gotta hope I don't demote."
Right, right.
Especially
Yeah.
when you got a what? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, no, no. I just yeah, like if you're getting especially if you're having a bad day with your defense on the base and you're getting, if you get 2 or 3 1 stars that day, like it's just you're just losing your trophy
It
count is just yeah.
I
And it's tough to make up that difference. So
I just attacked before we I guess this morning before we recorded, and, I set my minion prints in at the town hall, and as soon as the town hall went down, I think I started my it was a corner one, so I had to pay attention, so I hadn't really started my warden walk. But as
Yeah.
soon as the town hall goes down, I go, "All right, now it's all gravy." It's like,
Right, exactly,
it's
right.
let's go. And then I have, like, way less fear and just kind of roll into it after that. It's
Oh
like
yeah, no, the
guaranteed.
anxiety, like when you're like
Yeah.
when you haven't taken down the townhouse and they're like and everything's walking around it, you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
You're just trying
God.
it's
Oh.
like that's really when I want to throw the phone or the iPad. I'm like,
Oh. It's
it's
kinda
like,
my
and that's the thing too, like it's like you know better, right? Like you just know better to like just not do that,
yeah,
and you somehow in your brain you're like, oh man, so
just
there, as I talked about, like, and you're thinking, oh, this is totally gonna work, you're right, and
yeah,
then you start going, and then you like
that
make a little
moment.
mistake, and the anxiety level just goes up from like 1 to 10. You're like, oh
Oh,
shit, I gotta save this.
I'm
Uh,
yeah, it's some of those times are so rough, but I guess
and it's
things are
even
looking
worse
up.
too, like when it's war, and so like,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
know, now people are watching, and you're just like, and,
You gotta go
and you
back.
make a mistake, and you're like, oh man, this is gonna.
Yeah, I'm not even going
I
back.
mean, you're always like super like what's the word, positive about it all and this and that, but on the
Yeah.
inside I'm like, oh my god, I totally screwed that whole
Oh.
thing up.
Well, yeah, you just know it's like you j everybody's just feeling like shit or once they, have a bad hit or, like, it's just like, "Oh, damn it." What's it been nice is, like, we've got, like, the wars now. It's kinda nice when you know, like, there's people to clean up,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
like,
Yeah.
regardless, and we've been cleaning so hard. We were on a roll last night, wasn't it? Like, it was just one
Yeah,
after the
like
other.
yeah, we've definitely had some good perfect wars, and obviously we have like a full clan because I know some people came over from what Tyler was over at, so
Pushing
it's
for
good.
some
I mean, yeah, it's
CQ.
good to have like 50 active people, it seems like,
You know, m maybe
which
they
is
with that draw, with the draws and stuff that have been happening, maybe we don't get that hero and we just maybe that just puts it to where the war, with everything we got, the wars suddenly become a little bit tougher again.
yeah, because we've had some. Let's see the war log. We've had quite a few perfect wars. I mean, this last one, the one before didn't go so hot, but the one before that was a perfect war. The one before that was a perfect war.
And I think that the one didn't go so hot in part because we were really used to the perfect wars
Yeah,
or we
yeah.
were getting in that rhythm. And I don't know if we were looking down or
Too,
playing the map like we should have been in that war.
maybe too comfortable,
Yeah,
maybe,
it's like,
right? Or feeling
well,
too
I'm gonna go
comfortable.
hit this and try to clean it up because there's enough attacks left, but enough people into the war doing that, just then you kinda come up a little short, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't paying super
Um,
close attention that war to, like, toward the end or, how it was playing out. Can't remember what I was doing that day, but
but yeah, I mean, I think maybe then like the wars might be kind of more in tune with what we're facing in actual Legends League, so it might get obviously a little bit more difficult. I see. I still find a way to screw things up, even. but
we're in the same club there. Full on China shop.
so-
Well, it's gonna be
but
fun.
no, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see how it all shakes out. And it's good. I mean, it's definitely keeping. I think with the quicker turnaround on the update, I think just keeping more people engaged
Engaged.
and happy, and because there was that definitely too before the new 18 came out, there was just the grumbles of people,
Yeah.
wanting to leave the game or getting frustrated with the game and
Just
just kind of getting bored
slows.
with it. So,
Just a couple people sitting out and you see it start to slow that way and it kind of all adds up all over the place, I
mhm,
think. But
yeah, people get burnt out on it. So it's just it's good to keep it fresh. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we get on Monday or Tuesday, right?
yeah. Well, should we do shout outs and uh
Yeah, we can do
wrap
some
up?
shout outs. Yeah, definitely.
Now I'm just so curious as to how this is gonna play. Because you see these things come and you're just like you're processing, but as you sit down and talk about it, I'm like, wow, yeah, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that angle of it. And
Yeah.
Lots of
Well,
changes.
I would say I
I
would
just don't
say
want to
just
get blindsided.
yeah, for
I'm doing
sure.
good for once.
You are. You've been crushing it. I'm not sure, exactly how everything unfolded for you in the past, but since I've been here, it looks like you're just, yeah. I mean, especially lately, you've been getting like 280s and 290s, and
Yeah,
I
just
thought you had like a 300 or something, or maybe Tyler had a 300,
I think it's the
or somebody. Bomb Squad, I think had somebody
yeah.
was pretty damn close to having a perfect day, like
Oh
really
yeah.
close.
Yeah, who was that? Was that War Pig?
I think it was. Uh, I want to say Bomb Squad's been having some really good days, but I think War Pig might have been. I think War Pig did post something. I think he had like 6 perfect raids, and then there were two like that were like high night. So yeah, I think he was pretty close.
Yeah.
And I think Bomb Squad, because I was looking at the daily bot stuff, and I
Oh
think Bomb
yeah.
Squad had a day that he was up there as well. Um,
Yeah, hopefully it sticks. It's great to see everybody doing it. I think whenever we get new people, like in general, or like when I was over doing, some of those events and stuff, that's when you just learn so much and like just having that extra practice or that extra base that you is just tough that somebody's just found or whatever. It just that's when things go really well. I find when
I
I
gotta give you guys credit for doing those things. I'd be so damn nervous.
oh
Like, then what you guys did? You guys did one like the Shock was over there, and like I think Judo Sloth was over there, and
you
all
just
those guys. And I'd be like, I'd be so nervous attacking those bases,
you just
So
do it in the middle of the night when nobody's online.
there you go.
Or you
Well,
do
did
it
you see what
early
Scotty
on
did?
so that way,
Yeah.
like, it's not like if you come in late in the war and do a 1 star, 2 star, then it's rough. But if you do it early on, then you just made a mistake.
Right,
You know,
right, of course.
that's a clear. But then if you do it late, then you let them down. So
Right. Yeah. No,
ease
I give you
ease
guys
into
credit for
expectations.
doing that. Yeah.
I think the first one I think when I did the award last year, I was so nervous about it. And these last times, I think with the world's practice and just like that repetitiveness and
Yeah.
kind of the sense of, especially with our team or whatever, nobody gives anybody a hard time about it.
No,
It
no,
just,
everybody's
I
really
did
good about that.
notice I didn't get the panic that I would have normally this time.
Oh,
So
there you go. Yeah.
moving on up.
And I'm sure it's like anything else. It's just, you get used to it, accustomed to it, and kind of build up the nerves for it, So,
One, you realize everybody else is not perfect. And then you're like, oh,
yeah.
well, yeah, this isn't like they're not just dancing on bases like I imagine all the time.
Right.
I'm like,
Exactly.
Jesus, I've never,
Like everything is so easy for them, right? All the
yeah,
time.
never seen a pet house do that before. It's wild.
Uh,
Well, you got any shout outs?
I really just the House of L, like, since I've been over, everybody's been super helpful. I mean, a shout out to you, Tyler, Warpig, Corn. Just one thing I've definitely liked is just the amount of chat and helpfulness and talking about new strategies and just all the kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's
definitely
awesome.
appreciated my coming over here and my time. So yeah, just the whole clan in general. So
Yeah, I'd echo you on that. I'm going to try to pronounce the name Zalailnok is new clan member. I think, do you know who I'm talking about when I say that name? Zalailnok?
um there's so many new ones we just got, but yeah, oh no,
X.
yeah, exactly. Nope, I do know. Yep, exactly. Yep.
Okay. How do you pronounce his name in your head?
I would say I don't know. The X maybe would be. I would just say maybe Eleanok. Eleanok.
So it's
I don't know if the X would.
Xelaelknoc.
Yeah. For some reason, I think the X would be silent, but I could be wrong.
And I'm pronouncing it Zalailnok. So,
Eleanok. You could be right.
we'll have to find out because this is generally
Yeah.
like, I was very curious. I'm like, I'm going to try it this way because I, I feel like I'm invoking some spell or something.
Right, exactly.
365,
Uh,
853.
oh,
Uh,
yeah, I haven't seen them on lately, but they were kinda crushing it in wars. They were getting,
yeah, new.
quite a few threes.
It's do you call them 36? Do you call them 365 for short? I'm or is it Dave? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
But I call him
right.
36.
3-6, right?
36 for sure.
365.
Yeah, shout out to all the Pushing Force guys, and kind of coming over
Oh,
and
yeah. Yep.
integrating,
Yep.
and it's been fun seeing all the activity and just seeing things kind of moving again, where you can kind of look around and go, okay, yeah, we could throw a competition really easy. There's enough people around that are like online or active, like on a night that you could pull enough people. Or I think now too will be in a good spot for a world's team because not
Yeah, because
everybody
like,
can commit to it. And
usually when a clan has 50 or 40 people, as we all know, like, usually there's only 30 or 40. I mean, it seems like everybody now is active
yeah, and
in a
I
clan. I don't think there's maybe, like, one person that's maybe
yeah,
hasn't raided lately or something, but,
and we're in L2 as well. So like if people aren't warring, they're going over there
yeah.
to do, or maybe casual war over there if like they just can't pay super close attention. Or so I think as we get going, it'll be like people moving back and forth, and we're gonna we were talking
Yeah, I'm
about
excited for the
this.
new clan war. I mean, with having this with the clan wars, I think we were talking about maybe doing 30
Yeah,
for this one.
doing 30 in L, and I think the breakdown it'll end up being, so we got all these um new guys coming in, we got people in L2 still, and
Mhm.
I think with everybody responding, we could definitely do we could definitely do a 30 in L, no problem.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of L2's size, but we really wanna make sure that it's, a really solid roster. Where we're not risking somebody not attacking or something,
Right. Yeah,
just to
exactly.
get
Yeah.
to that 30, because if we promote there, we'll be in Masters 1, and then we've
Yep.
got a clan, either we'll have 2 clans at Masters 1 or a clan at Masters or at Champs 3 and Masters 1. So
Right.
and so
Yep.
then that way, like, if we're warring in CWLs and we're just dividing, on the roster and how, with our percentages and whatever,
Yeah.
then we're in the same league, and we're not like we're feeling like we're still getting the same rigor wherever we're at. So which I think
Correct.
would be
Yeah.
fun
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
to do. So and then maybe move
Yeah.
few over to Warborn to keep going up with that too. So just you never know until right about CWL time what the numbers will be like.
Right. Of course.
And then
Yeah.
there'll be a few more coming in probably right close to. So uh again, shout out to the Roses Roses and Thorns. Shout out to the Pineapples and Thorns podcast. I just started the newest episode. The episode with Clash was really good. That I just listened to. They're all good. I really enjoyed that one. One of the that I just listened to. It was really cool to hear um, Clash perspective on stuff. And shout out to all you listeners out there, all you Clashers. Excited to see what comes up with this update, and looking forward to Worlds and some new content coming out. Other than that, I have a list in my head that is constantly going, and then I freeze up. So I think I got a few more of them today. Until next time, I guess get a hold of us at clashclanspodcast@gmail.com or clashclanspodcast.com. On clashclanspodcast.com, you can find the Discord and things like that as well, and information about the clans. All right. Keep it clashy, everybody. Oh, thank you, Sleyd. Shout out to you, I should
Oh,
say, for being
thank
here. I
you.
appreciate it. It's good catching up.
Yeah,
Uh,
for sure, man. I always appreciate the time.
yeah. All right. Well, keep it clashy, everybody.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.